Hello, and thank you for joining me for 7 must-know birth words in German genealogy. My name is Catherine Schober, a German genealogy translator and educator of Germanology Unlocked, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. Let's jump right in. One of the very most important words to know for birth records is the word geboren. Does anyone know what that means? It means born or nay. So it can mean a person is born, so the past tense of the word to be born, or it can come before a woman's maiden name, such as Catherine Geboren Schmidt, the maiden name of Schmidt. Sometimes you might even see this word abbreviated GEB, and that means that the maiden name will follow. However, a child can also be geboren or born. So how does this word look in the old German script? For each of these words, we'll take a look to see what it looks like in Kurrentschrift, the old German handwriting you're going to see on your records. And that's how it looks. A little confusing? Don't worry, we'll go through each letter. So we have G, E, B, O, R, E, and geboren. And if you're wanting to learn more about the handwriting, I have an entire handwriting class that walks you through every letter and lots of interesting and fun games and activities that you can do as well. But today we'll just go over them a little bit. Geburt, that you can see that's a little bit similar to the word geboren, and that word means birth. So how does that look in the old German script? We have our capital G, our E, and a lot of people think this E kind of looks like our cursive N, so that might be one way for you to remember it. B, our U, and the U will always have this type of swoop on top. I say always, usually. It should. We can't ever be 100% sure with anyone's handwriting, but if they're writing properly, they should have this swoop on top of the U. R, and I like to say the R looks like a bucket, like you could put something right inside of it, and the letter T. And of course, this is a computerized old German script. You're going to get variations, just like my handwriting is different from yours. Your handwriting is different from your family members. That will vary slightly, but this is a good way to get an idea of what the word should look like. Mutter. So who is the person doing the birthing of the child? The mother. So how does the word Mutter look in the old German script? We get our capital M, our U with that swoop, our two T's, our E that kind of looks like an N, and that R that looks like a bucket, Mutter. Can you guess what the next word's going to be? Who else is important in the birth? The father. So Vater means father. And how does Vater look like in the old German script? It's crazy looking V, A, T, E, and our bucket looking R, Vater. And of course, who else is important in a birth? The baby itself. So the word Kind means child. And in your German records, they don't usually use the word baby. They'll use the word Kind, which means child. And how does Kind look in the old German script? Just like that. This beautiful K, I with a dot. So just like our eyes, the German eyes should have a dot over them. And D, Kind. Now, the kind, the child, will usually be identified as a boy or a girl, male or female. So our first word here is männlich. Which do you think that is, male or female? If you guessed male, correct. You got it right. So männlich is a little long word. It looks like this. A with our umlaut. So umlaut is those two dots that's going to be over an A, an O, or U if they're umlauted. So you can have A's, O's, and U's without umlauts, but if you do see an umlaut, it's those three vowels that will be umlauted. If you get really old-fashioned in genealogy, sometimes you'll see a 2 dots over the letter Y as well. But in modern German, it's A, O, and U that have the possibility of being umlauted. So A umlaut, N, N, L, I with our dot, C, H, männlich. And what's coming up next? Weiblich. So you'll either have a männliches Kind, a male child, or a weibliches Kind, a female child. So that's our female. And what does weiblich look like in the old German script? Just like that. So W, E, I, B, L, I, C, H. And I like the letter H in the old German script because it has a loop above the line of writing. So here's our line of writing as a loop above the line and a loop below the line. So that H is usually pretty easy to identify because of the 2 diagonal loops. So that's all for our 7 birth words. You can learn more about German genealogy in the old German script at germanologyunlocked.com. And I also have a free PDF available of the most important German church record vocabulary. I just realized this is German church German. We're really German here. And that free PDF has the German word, its English translation, and the handwritten word of the very important words that you will find on church records. So if you sign up for our newsletter at the link below, you will get that free PDF sent directly to your inbox. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you'll come back next time for our marriage record vocabulary. Have a good day.